Second place to a YouTube star. Spent $75 million, made $7 million. Number 1 box office. Spent $3 million, made $18 million. Hey little man, how's it going? My computer to this PC. Microsoft 365 Copilot. Microslop. That feeling when you look more and more at what people use AI for, the more you understand why Dune and Warhammer were right. Mathematics. That textbook was written thousands of years ago and it is still as useful and relevant as ever. Physics. Oh, that textbook is outdated. It was written before Newtonian mechanics. Chemistry. Oh, that textbook is obsolete. It was written before the electron was discovered. Programming. Cries in programmer documentation becoming obsolete before they are even finished. HR congratulating me on completing my probation. Me about to reply to that email with my resignation. This is my favorite language, German. New entry to game series I love has been released. Single player requires an internet connection. Reasons to live. The AI bubble will pop. Rich, poor. Developers who keeps updating the ad blockers. We can finally reuse the 1984 calendar this year. 2039. January 1984. Pennsylvanians on February 2nd on their way to see if a weird rat sees its shadow. I have a cold and it's pretty bad, but my wife has a husband with a cold and apparently that's way worse. Gets confused, wanders off to certain Seth, becomes existential, inspiration for a generation. Me when I hit the gym. Me when I talk to girls. Influencers or trend addicts. So why do you keep embarrassing yourself online? Hello, I like money. My mum, I gave all year-old toys to your little cousin. 27-year-old me. Oregon man driving stolen car crashes into woman driving another stolen car. This is the romantic comedy I want to see this summer. I have lost years of my life to two-factor authentication. Work, me. What do you mean meme reset? These are brand new. The we have today would have chilled a 1930s trumpet player. Did you know when squirrels land on the ground they look like superheroes? Watching Melania 2026 be like. Body, I know it's not pleasant but pain is an important sensation to avoid dangerous scenarios. Brain, I like it makes me hard. Me with no friends looking at the stars and hoping other dimension me is happy. On this day in 1843 Leroy Jenkins discovered static electricity. Fighting eldritch horrors in video games. Fighting a realistic looking spider in video games. Them, just be yourself, me after being myself. Me looking at myself in the mirror. Also me looking at myself in the mirror, my god you have gotten fat. In other countries, in my country. Tetris players when they see unsupervised children. This joke doesn't even make sense. I know I just dislike Tetris because I'm bad at it. If you think I'm flirting with you, I'm just being friendly. If you think I'm weird and I make you uncomfortable then I'm probably flirting with you. Wait, it's all stolen land. Always has been. GLS. The parcel could not be delivered as the consignee was absent. Our camera that records any person or even small animal that approaches the door but did not film anything at the time they were supposedly there. They did it. They made the perfect month. February 2026. Fiesta escort and focus. Why don't they ever tell me where the party is? The F is the difference between these two, bro. Google, Chrome. When you scroll down on YouTube until you saw this, Stranger Things Season 6 first trailer. Nope, that ain't going to happen. High life price. Stop increasing paychecks. Add more work hours. The alcohol industry is crashing. Loses $830 billion as younger generations stop drinking. Your tongue's ability to detect hair is underrated. He's not fat, he has a big heart. When you're a tanker truck driver and you see the superhero fighting a villain up ahead and realize that you got to lie for the sake of aura farming. Me rewatching a movie for the 10th time and hoping that the bad part isn't going to happen somehow. Buttercup looks like hit. Mine diaper isn't poopy. Oh my god, Tumblr. One thing I learned from eps mails is that no billionaire gives a ref about grammar, capital letters, proper nouns, punctuation, or generally mail writing etiquettes. Don't look, but there's a really hot guy behind us. Me. How it feels forgetting a word in your own language but knowing it in English. My mom. Don't worry sweetie, girls start getting pretty after 15. Me at 39. A job interview is a discussion between two liars. I shall not work overtime for free. My colleagues are not my friends. I deserve more than what I'm paid. I don't belong here. When I have an idea at work but then I realize it will become my responsibility. When someone asks what the capital of Russia is. Me without a job. Me with a job. My dad is a wildlife biologist. Sometimes I get drunk and text him. How do they know if an animal is really extinct? Like, did they really check everywhere? Go to sleep. Sometimes I feel like I have my life together and then I'm like, wow, that was a really nice 45 seconds. Hyperparasite. A hyperparasite, also known as a metaparasite, is a parasite whose host is itself a parasite. When the boss asks if anyone wants to work overtime. Me and my colleague, matching in CS server during work time. When you have a weird dream about someone and wake up feeling completely different about them. Two people behind me on the bus sound like they might be on a first date. What kind of restaurant do you fancy? Anywhere with a good vegan option. Long pause. Cool. So what do you do? I'm a butcher. Me, extremely burnt out. I need to take the day off to relax. Also me, I wonder if there is a way that I could relax that would be more productive. If I was president, no apartment would cost more than $100. Pretty sure this would lead to some sort of economic crisis. My second order would be sending you to hell. Putting on hand sanitizer, but then you remember you have a cat. When you accidentally open the selfie camera. Stop making those faces. Me. What faces? Also me. Better love story than Melania. Gru's anti-villain league license has officially expired today. Good, now he can go back to being despicable. When you go to merge and check your blind spot and someone is actually there. When you act so cringe that even human traffickers don't want to invite you. Still graduated with a Fs and 133 absences. Thank God. The media. We don't understand why nobody listens to us or takes us seriously anymore. Also the media. We believe that Chilla was radicalized by playing the video game Among Us. Razor companies after inventing childhood trauma. Starks. Husband. The guys at the gym say the mailman has effed every wife on our street except one. Wife. I bet it's Carla. When you buy. When you hold. When you sell. It's impossible to find jobs right now. Me after I hit the end meeting button and return back to my true form. School really had us eating pizza with chocolate milk at 11 AM. Her dad after I dropped the "I didn't know you had a sister" line. I have arrived in Italy for the Olympics and this is what they think of us. Me trying to see your point. I see you're something I don't know, I'm not American. My jealous older brother, me the obviously cooler one. Golden Dome for America, Simpsons did it. Oh look, another sin game. How fun, I'm going to pay to have a fake job. Me and the boys in real life. Me and the boys on games online. My boss, I won't be able to give you the vacation days you asked for. Me reading the message from the plane. When you finally hear back about the job interview. A guy in class got called on to answer a question and after a short pause he said, "Hang on, I'm not dumb, I'm just panicking." I felt that. The girl next to me felt that. Everyone in the class felt that. The world felt that. Black ice, black eyes, black guys. Mom, what's a swear word? It's a bad word that you mustn't say, like damn. Yes, I effing knew it. When I told my parents over the phone that my husband has the flu, my dad said, "Have you tried Uther?" And in the background my mom yelled for the last time, "It's echinacea." I'll wake up at 5 am daily. Okay, 6 am is fine. Okay, 7 am but consistent. Sleep schedule is greater than motivation. If I woke up tomorrow as a horse, first thing I would do is eat a whole apple with the core in one bite. I bet it would be really nice. Then I would kick whatever's behind me. Chris Hemsworth's body at 42 years old. What's your excuse? I'm not yet 42. The elite society since Jeff didn't chill himself. How do I reach these kids? Meant to say hold on for a second and give me a minute to a customer and it came out as hold me for a second. What a Monday. Me having to ask for help. Woman calls police after repeatedly being asked if she was related to actor Samuel L. Jackson. Gold and silver resume slide after Friday's plunge. My bad luck so strong that my broke legit thought, oh she did I just invest in this. I ordered a meditation book from Amazon and every page just says inhale and exhale, a guided meditation for beginners. Back in the day I thought this TV was peak wealth. What made you think someone was rich? Back in the day a fridge ice dispenser was basically a Rolex for your kitchen. The corner of a coffee table. 3-year-old kids. Instant world peace for 10 years. All current wars cease immediately. 50% chance of a century without war. When it's your turn to be your store's an official janitor and deep clean the bathrooms. Mini pooper in the Cooper. How many can you fit in the pooper? When you go to sleep at 4 PM and wake up at 6 PM, when am I? Do you do any sports? I run from reality. If our universe is a simulation, then the weirdest thing we now do is try to determine if something is AI generated or not. Americans talking about politics, literally everyone else. From Eily just one piece of sweet, to only one piece left. Hating capitalism, ordering a USB mini fridge at 3 AM, me with my Amazon Prime subscription. Afternoon me, the lunch packed by morning me. My in real life face when I type lol. Pirates 300 years ago, I will chill you and drink wine from your skull. Pirates today, I download free games. My classmates who normally score 80% fighting the teacher because they scored 60% on the last test, me who only gets 60%. Introvert's dream. Introvert's nightmare. When your conspiracy theories are today's headlines. My type of humor. How often do planes crash? Just once. Americans getting their weather forecasts. Meteorologists. How AI was supposed to be. My only purpose in life is to do dishes, do homework and serve my master humans. How AI is. I make things that were intended for only humans to do. Dog people at 6 AM. Cat people at 6 AM. When you go to the bathroom without your phone. Hi James, I love your work. I love this picture but my stupid self couldn't hold the one the right way. Could you fix it? Fixed. 71. I was going 70 and slammed on my brakes because this Suix girl sprinted across the highway, but I realized he was the homie because ahead there was a cop and I would have gotten the ticket. Some heroes have a cape, others have a tail. The reason you get 27 baby blankets at your baby showers is so that you can strategically place the tiny pieces of fabric into a makeshift quilt over your shivering body while you lay on your child's bedroom floor in the middle of the night. Disney, what is going on with whatever that is in her plate? My father gave my mother a 55-inch television for Mother's Day, 30 days until the World Cup. Describe your worst breakup. So I dated this guy for like 6 months. One day we in town, he just started running, took off, never saw him again. She got 4S dumped. Movie autism. Everyone accepts me although I'm very unkind. Even when people tell me I hurt them, I don't care. Me does everything to please other people, gets into autistic burnout because of it. Nobody notices my autism but I still get excluded. One of the best pleasures in life is to read a book in total silence. The day does not begin until I finish my coffee. Sip. Luck it day. Right or wrong, make your choice. The road of life is paved with flat squirrels that couldn't make a decision. Black people when they see Indians saying the N-word. You are on this council but we do not grant you the rank of master. Disney, Amazon MGM, Markiplier built this in a cave with an iron lung. My father-in-law intentionally drove his snowplow through the Fargo 1996 shoot and made it into the film. When you wanna spice things up in bed but you honestly have no idea what you're doing. Seth of Harem Bay, America descending into fascism. Any ideas what this means on our Range Rover Vila? Came on the dash this morning. You're about to find out if you really earn enough money to be driving a Range Rover. Groundhog Day 2026. 90s movies or TV shows are as old as 60s movies or TV shows were in the 90s. Me, usually quiet around others. My friend's mom, my friend. You are sheltering romantic delusions in your subconscious, are you not? Someone cancelled a Zoom meeting with me because of the weather. I respect it. Me in my cinema hall seat when someone is passing by. Is everything okay, buddy? Sometimes I think people ignore me. I wasn't talking to you. Potted plant, can you believe this? Adding geologist to my resume after hitting rock bottom. Let's try these nightmare vision goggles. Everything looks exactly the same. Ethan Zuckerman, who invented pop-up ads. Henrik Aastad Sorensen, who invented adblock. Nobody. Female news anchor or journalists in the 1980s. The most disturbing thing about accidentally waking up at 4 AM is realizing some people do this on purpose so they can exercise. Ex-smokers after 6 months of depression. So come crawling back, eh? You can only pick 2. 1. End world hunger. 2. Shit your pants. 3. Become the richest and most attractive person in the world. 4. Invent interstellar technology. 5. Cure all diseases. When you see a paywall for a publication you think is trash and they ask you to subscribe, you. I don't want to be rich so I can buy a Rolex or a Chanel bag. I want to be rich so I can take my parents on holiday, so I can go to the gym randomly at 2 PM on a Wednesday, so I can cook every meal at home with fresh ingredients, so I can walk through nature in a place where I feel safe, so I can treat a friend to coffee without worrying if it tips me over budget. That's the rich life I want to cultivate, not the one that was sold to me. There is no way in a million years I would wear that, and you know it. Maybe on his birthday. Has anyone ever told you that you're a bit weird? They never really stop. Valentine's Day hype. I'm so alone. Are you gathering puts for winter? No, I haven't seen your PlayStation controller. Is he venomous? Me watching a romantic movie but no longer believing in love. Push her.
Spare change, ma'am.